Welcome to my No Man's Sky Permadeath series, and I thought I'd start with another quick update for my base, the Crystal Palace, simply because I've been working on it for, well, about 2-3 hours, working out the planting, and you can also see it down the back here now. I've created some additional growing space. It's not completely occupied at the moment. This one's full of cactus flesh. This one is acting as a overflow. It's got some star bulb in it. And this, because this is effectively the plants that were up here. So this hemisphere is going to be completely dedicated to nip plants, and then on this edge here, this one here is currently empty. And the idea is that these domes at the back here are going to be my non-bulk growing area here. So I can just come back here, and I just want to show you this, guys, though. I actually discovered this by accident. I put a door in thinking this was actually on the ground, and it was actually up in the air. And what you can do is just fly up here and here and get straight in. I mean, you can actually do it without the plaid here, but I think it makes sense. It's a kind of small overview balcony should I want to use it. You can fly straight at the door and it will open and let you in. And you can see here I've got my beginnings of some carbon float in here, and another thing I will show you guys, this is the dome here. As I say, all I've got in here at the moment is star bulbs and some mordite, and I've put my one gravitino plant in here, and for a specific reason I'll explain in a minute. Whoops, come right down to the ground floor. If I come through underneath here, not much has changed down here. I have done a little bit of decor here. I thought this area was a bit sparse, so I put a table in. I did consider putting chairs in, and it didn't exactly fit, so I took the chairs away again. And what I've done is put some symbols on here. I think those are the Atlas Rises symbols down here, and so things are starting to look really good. I'm starting to really like the layout, and up here we've got all the gamma root. Nothing's changed much on this floor, and I'm still getting my 17 living glass. What I have done down here though is I've extended the fungal mold down to here, and the reason for that is that fungal mold, in order to make see if I can remember what it is, I think it's acid. Oops, looks like I've got some nip plants to sell. Yeah, I think the acid takes 600 fungal mold, and you need 12 plants for each acid. And I think now I've got the capacity here for each cycle to do 4 acids plus, I think I've got an uneven. I've got 4 left over, which is okay, guys. So I've expanded this, but I've still got this area over here, which I haven't planted up yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in here. I think I'm getting enough selenium, so I think I'm getting more than enough for what I actually need. You can see the fungal mold's coming up again already, and I think that's about it, guys. In fact, if I go down a floor, whoops, down the floor, what I've been doing is putting some decor on the walls here. I've got one missing. I thought I'd put one here. Anyway, so let's just find some. I think put here. I don't want that. That's a floor mounted. Sure, I had something I could put on the wall here. I mean, I could put another flag on. Get through. I mean, that's there. I think that's what I'm looking for. Get this in the center like a wall screen, purely decorative, but never mind. Just drop that in there, and that kind of means the walls aren't so blank and sparse. And I've just put another little terminal on here. There's a Sentinel visiting again, and I've done something slightly different on this side, so I'm kind of just filling in some details to make the place look less clinical. And I think that's about it for the tour, guys, but I'm getting very close now to having a money-making, self-sufficient base, and I've done that for a specific reason, which comes to the reason for this tour. And that is the fact. What I want to do now is we're going to go up to a space station. I've got to try and remember where my freighter is, although I can call it, because what I want to do is take my freighter base apart now. Oh, I think it's there, because what I want to do in probably the next few parts is start looking for a new freighter, and one of the decisions is going to be well, if I buy a new freighter, what am I going to do about the base? So I've hit on this idea that if I take my freighter base apart, it means if I see a freighter that I like and it's only marginally better, I won't feel so upset about losing all the resources. And to be honest, guys, at the end of the day, I wouldn't lose that much if I did just buy a freighter and lose what's in the base, but it's just the thought of it, guys. So oops, looks like my freighter's upside down. This freighter's developed quite a nasty habit recently of never being in certain orientations, but then that's space. What is up and down in space? So as I say, we're going to come into here. Hopefully this won't take long, but I just want that freedom for a little while now, probably up until the next update when I can look for a new freighter. Oh, one thing I do want to do is, because I'm going to need to pack the resources in, so I should, I can sell that once I actually get upstairs. Sell the nip-nips. They're not worth that. I just want to check how much space have I got in here. And not that much space. Maybe I have more space in Trusty Steed. Just a second. Yeah, there's loads of space in here. Can do is just bring this down here. Titanium. I mean, I could disassemble that tech if I needed it, but I want to keep the Trusty Steed fairly powerful, just in case I want to use it on some kind of run. So we're going to go up here, so take the freighter base apart. Sorry, this might not be exciting stuff, but I thought I'd just want to show you guys this, because in some ways, especially when you're early on and resources can be a bit tight, you don't really want to waste resources. I mean, I'm in a position now where it's not particularly that important if I make sure. Yeah, at the moment, I'm in this situation at the moment, if it's not particularly that important if I actually lose resources, but it's just the thought of it, guys. Nip plants. There's 109,000. I mean, the price isn't brilliant, but never mind. We got that there. So I think we'll start by taking everything apart. The chairs. And I mean, in some ways, it's the terminals in here that are actually probably worth more, because I think I will. Yep, it's the circuit boards, but then again, even the circuit boards now aren't really that. Just kind of half inclined to. I think maybe what we can do is send this surplus stuff. Starship. This will actually mark how much? Wow. Okay, this is a lot of resources. So, and again, I think one of the big things I don't like losing is actually voltaic cells, because Maribol is one of these elements which you can't grow. I'm just going to check the freighter. Got loads of surplus emerald. I think I'm going to bring this emerald back as well. I think what I might do is pull some of these extra resources and put those into a ship as well, so that I've got a bit more space. So you can see it's all these circuit boards that. Right. That up. So how am I doing? What's the ship like? Yeah, there's plenty of space on the ship. Right, about like get rid of some of the, put these resources on that side. And put carbon down there. Bit inclined maybe just to sell that emerald off actually, because it's just like 6 left by itself. Of course, the big one here is going to be start with harvesting the solar vine. Just have a bit of a harvest session first. I would really love to get one of the better freighters, you know, something that's a bit higher than what I currently got. I mean, I like the design and the presentation of the current freighter. I would like something similar but bigger and with a bit more resources, preferably a bit more range. Although to be honest, I'm not exactly sure why, because well, I'm not sure where I'm going to be going. It's probably the polite term. Yeah, I think. Let's see. Doing. Okay, we've got plenty of space, so let's just start eating this. Right. And maybe we just work across the bay. Curiosity. Delete this. Oh, wow. You can actually delete with plants. The question is, if you do that, do you actually get back the contents of the plant? Let's just do a test. Send this all to the starship. Yeah, this is interesting test, guys. So, I think we can do that. Bomb can go. I mean, some of these resources, like the frost crystals. Oops. I mean, some of that stuff we could probably not bother with, to be honest. I wouldn't mind keeping the iron, right? So I've now cleared. There's no solarium in here, right? Oh, no. So, delete that. Yep, so you can delete the whole planter. Okay, that's cool. That's really, really good to know. Sure, some stuff went the wrong way. We got some extra carbon in there, but I think that'd be okay. Right, so that's going to speed up the process of dismantling this very quickly. Oops. I think that's really great. But of course, I don't want to. And of course, the big element that's going to come out is actually going to be actual. Oops, I'm not sure why I put single ones in here. Again, I think sometimes it pays just to do this, just to. Now I could wait for those to grow. Wow. Okay. Ship. It's just star bulbs. Wow. This would be quite a useful reserve ship actually for should I ever run out short of thamium. What the hell am I doing? What's the space like? Yeah. Well, it's filling up. I mean, we can, if I fill up everything completely, I can always overflow it into another one of the ships. Grab this, guys. Because of course I'm pretty sure that if I don't harvest them first, it certainly won't give me back the harvestable side of it. So, gamma root first. Of course, we're going to get a ton of iron back. Oops. Yeah, we should get a load of iron back from. Grab grab this. Oops. I move back a bit. Cool. Of course, every one of these is 100 iron, so should get waiting for it to say inventory full. Push this. There it goes. Wow. Right, I don't think I'm going to be able to pack this into one single starship. This is going to make life very, very interesting. I think what we could probably do, we can send some stuff. I think, trying to think of the best way to do this, guys. I think maybe send that to the starship. I think what I'm the other thing I'm also want to hang on to. Okay, so my ship is now completely. Right, I'm going to bring this back to the exosuit and the emerald as well, and because that will give me a bit more volume space. So that could go. Lubricants. I want to keep. This ship is completely full now. We've got space for carbon. Got some carbon that can go. Alright, let's fill that up. Maybe we can. Let's fill the ship up completely. Got some copperite, mortite. I think that can probably come back. Voltaic cells. Debatable. I mean, probably pull the voltaic cell back. And that leaves a bit more space for what we could probably do. Send that over. And of course it's still filling that up. I'll just grab this. Harvest up the fungal mold. Yeah, I think the odds and ends, I think I can actually either get rid of or use or something like that. Right, what I'm going to do now, guys, is we're just going to shoot back down to the hangar deck and get another ship. I think I don't think there's any spare capacity. I mean, I might have some spare capacity in. Right, that one's full. I want to check the. No, I want to leave those small ships half empty, because if I trade up a ship, it will be the Explorer that I will trade up from. So, right, so we've got a bit of space in here, and we've actually got some copperite, so I can put that. Starship, is that overflowed? Nope, that's good. We've got some mortite, but that's full. Okay, got yeah. So it's not quite so bad actually. We can have that in there. And surplus thamium, that can go. Wow, can keep shoving stuff into this ship once I'm back up top again. So just going to go back up top again, guys. Must admit, it's nice to be back actually in a normal routine after last week. Last week got a bit hectic, and I am very much a person of routine, so, and eventually everything will get back on schedule, guys. And grab the carbon, grab the planters. Well, I'm just gonna pick these planters up. And wow, that filled up really quickly. Oh, it's all the carlite sheets, isn't it? Okay. Carlite sheets, power cells, do I really need them? I think I will keep them for the moment. Keep this. I can sort this mess out off camera, guys. In the end of the day, it may have a use. You never know. I mean, I could just use the stuff up that way. I think we can keep just disassembling this. I mean, it's the iron that's going to be quite useful, because if when I get a new freighter, it will be gathering the iron that takes a lot of time. That not removable. Okay, thank you. How am I doing for space here? Yeah, I got a bit of space. I missed some stuff here. And player inside object. Get that out. Just count that last one. That is it, guys. My base has now been reduced to virtually nothing. And wow. Okay. So let's do the ship. Yeah, this is literally absolutely chock-a-block now. Power canisters, I think I will bring back. I think I will just use those up as part of my normal data stuff. The power set gel. It's only worth 860. I think we'll just use those up as well. The lubricant I could probably sell, and emerald, well, it's worth a little bit. So I think what we'll probably do, I could sell this stuff. Iridium, how am I doing? Yeah, everything's full up here. Actually, what I could do is bring this back. Starship. Carbon. Yeah, that's dropped in there. Okay. Right, I think I've got an idea now, guys. So let's just get here. And let's get into... Maybe we'll celebrate going to a new system. How about that? Got loads of freighter fuel, haven't I? Yeah, I think maybe it's time to move on. Oh, no, a bit low actually. Right, I think maybe it's time to make some freighter fuel. We've got plenty of it. 5, 6, and going to fill up with that. Take advantage of these resources. That leaves me 3 warp cells on top as well. Some power canisters here. Space in here. Alright. What's I doing? I think if I put these power canisters in here, and I bring power canisters back and go in there. Everything else here is okay. I want to hang on to the Gek relics. I know that they're not really that practical, but I think we'll bring the Maribol back, and we'll put these in the, and then what I will do is just use these up. I think that's a bit more efficient. And iridium, I think you can just drop in there for the moment. Drop the iridium up there. 1 voltaic cell, we might have a use for that. It's all a bit messy here. Right. So I think we're just going to go and find a random system. Where can we go? You are here. I think this is the last one we actually visited anyway, wasn't it? where are we going to go? Is the edge of the galaxy. There's the center. Oh, wrong ship. Oh, I think that's just going to make life interesting because I can't tell what the economy is. Yeah. Oh, this looks interesting. Okay, guys, we know absolutely nothing about it, so we're just going to go straight for that. Totally random jump, and we'll see where it takes us. Right. I'm just going to drop a save after doing all that work, definitely in case the game crashes. And here we are, we're out on a nice new system, very bright pinkish type atmosphere, and we're just going to fly in and have a quick shifters at the space station, and hopefully with our exploration now we will turn up a new freighter. In fact, I wouldn't mind some new ships actually as well, so maybe we'll get lucky and find a new ship. But I'd really like a new fighter actually, something that's maxed out with an S level or something like that. Right, so here we are, guys. Let's go through. Oh, we got a traveller. I wonder if it's going to be useful. Is there any value in talking to a traveller? Let's have a quick look. Could sell the lubricants. It's 160,000. Let's just sell off the lubricants. Also get a chance to see what the prices are here. I know that was 315,000. Okay, we're just going to sell them off. Going to hang on to the voltaic cells. See what the price is here. Got that's for plus 23 for those neural ducts. That's going to give me 500,000. That's a pretty reasonable price actually. So I think we'll sell those. Rest isn't that good. Nope. Okay. Let's see what we can. The buying department. You got here. +4. That's plus 20, but it's only 830 units. Shame that that doesn't have a better price to it. The teleporter coordinates. Each one for 50,000. Make pretty good markup if we could get some price. I think maybe we'll buy 5 of those. I mean, if we could get a good markup price for those, it'd be good. Next stop, tech check. Right, entity blueprint. Yes, thank you. Still got a long way to go with the language. I think it was Phil Silvers said that when you learn the language, it's the common small words that come at the end, which seems a bit odd really, because normally when you learn a language, it's the small words that you actually learn first. Let's have a chat with this guy. Please take final proof we existed. The strange being tries hard be something whether its stammering existence life form begins to cry, despairing at its own impending disappearance. For a moment I see another universe. Stay with them until the end. Yeah, my personal opinion would be it would have been much better if we'd been able to choose like alien races like this. I mean, they could keep the spacesuit, which seems to be what they're going with the multiplayer, but to me having a spacesuit, no matter how well it's tricked out, it just seems a bit stereotypical in kind of tied up with the humans. But then I suppose if the visor conceals the face, you could have an alien life form underneath. But I would, you know, you never know, maybe a future update, oh, they might surprise us. I think it would have been fun if we could choose alien forms, and that would actually then strengthen communities, because like you could have a traveller community or a get community where people have the forms that make them common, and I think that would give more of an identity. Anyway, that's just my opinion, guys. If this guy's got any missions, and maybe we'll just finish this part off with some missions. Eliminate advanced Sentinels. Well, we'll certainly take that. Hunt dangerous pirates. Pair. There's another one there, so we'll take that one. Not going to go down and attack advanced Sentinels just at the moment. Well, we've got some scran. Oh, this is quite good actually. We've got pile up quite a few good missions here. Exterminate planetary creatures. Yep. These are the bread and butter missions. Anything here that's some nanite clusters. Yeah. Greater good, raid a planetary depot. Okay, we're just going to do this one. Locate a missing person. I mean, that would give us a reason to go down and visit a planet. And I think we're just going to go and do that, guys. And then that would be it for this part. As I say, we just go down to the planet, do a bit of exploration. Yeah, I've been thinking a little bit about what type of playthrough I'm going to do when I do a restart, because there will, when the next update comes out, there definitely will be a new series. Whether it's normal or permadeath will depend on multiplayer. I think there's going to be a lot of new features that are going to be worth exploring when it comes out. Oh, hopefully. I mean, if it's just multiplayer, I'll be very disappointed. I'm hoping that there's going to be some new content provided, and the only way to kind of experience new content is actually to start a new series. So we've got toxic outbreaks minimal. Yeah, well, it's not the most interesting of. It's interesting. We actually got a marker for the space trading station. Okay, right. Let's just go. Quick word with these guys. Hello. Mr. Korvax. Traveller hitching lifeform. Okay. Lifeform gestures frantically indicating they are not who I am looking for. Okay. Accept. Transmits navigational data to my exosuit. Yep. Well, now I'm not going to waste my time just searching the space station. We're only going to clog our inventory up with even more odds and ends, various bits and pieces. So we're just going to... this is a toxic planet. Okay, I could have walked here, couldn't I? Okay. Never mind. But this... 7 seconds. Okay, that. So we're just going to fly across the surface. This should be another trading post, because these missions to locate people always seem to take you to these trading posts here. Down here. Never know, we might get a multi-tool, guys. Oh, there's a timer on this? Okay. I've never seen the timer before. That a new type of mission? Have you guys actually seen that? Okay. Transmit location. So that's a timed mission. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even notice that. I have to check that when I render the video. I didn't notice that at all. I was so busy talking. I mean, have any of you guys seen that, where the getting the person is actually timed? Electronic life form looks like a biological frame, something approaching pity. Perhaps this long ago species was not so different from my own. Oh, wow, we'll get some dialect. Yeah, that was cool, guys, even if I nearly did mess it up. Right. Grab this. Don't need that. Nanites would be useful. Oh yeah, I was about to say, where's the experimental? Okay. Now, 7 slots. It'd been really nice if that had been 24 slots. Of course, we go out and grab the base. And there's a few creatures around here, so there's creatures up in space that you're gonna. And again, I'm hoping that when the update comes out, they're going to add some more creature variety, you know, maybe some slightly more extreme creatures or something like that, and maybe extend the biomes a little bit as well. So that got some stuff up there. Grab this as well, just for completeness. And I can always go and sell the convergence cubes. We've got more power canisters. What am I going to do with all these power canisters? I mean, I could let my environmental protection just run down now. I've got you already, haven't I? Yep, okay. In fact, probably what I'll do for the next couple of parts is we're going to go walkabout, guys. Probably do a bit more exploration so that I can use these power canisters up. I just hate deleting things because I am by nature a pack rat. My wife complains constantly about the fact that I store stuff which she says I'm never going to use, and I said, well, I might use it. I mean, I've got masses of old computer cables going back. I think I've got computer cables, or you know, physical cables, which, especially for old dial-up systems, which probably there's no real use for them anymore. But I just always very loath to actually throw things away. Never mind. You never know when they might be coming useful. Let's just have a quick kind of look round here, guys. But there's some fungal mould there. Yeah. So, have a look at how we're doing here. Everything's a little bit clogged up, so I think we'll just go back in and sell those Corvax cubes. Sell item. Fungal mold. Sell that. I think I'll sell the emerald. It's just kind of clogging my system up. I've got over 1,000 emerald. Those power cells. Anything else in the ship? Make a little bit more room. Right. And I'm just going to go out. Sorry guys, you're going to have to wait till I've finished. Just form an orderly queue, circle around the base. I'm just going to some zinc. I've got more zinc than I know what to do with. Then again, there's always a reason to get more. No bases around here. No bases that I can see. That's going to let me through. Can I be able to walk through here? It does not be a tunnel. It could be a tunnel. Yeah, there's a tunnel, so walk through. I mean, I could deploy the exocraft, I suppose. Nah. That's just carbon. So I'm just going to have a quick look around here, guys. And, as I say, just to wind this part off. I mean, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it interesting. I mean, if you've got any tips or hints or suggestions about kind of packing bases up and moving them, feel free to add a comment. I'm always glad to get your feedback, guys, and your things, because I know I'm talking to people who've played this game for a very long period of time, and if anyone's wandered into this video and hasn't played No Man's Sky before, I hope this might inspire you to, you know, give the game a go. I mean, it's had a lot of bad press over the years. Yes, it was deserved at the beginning. I think over the last 18 months, year, the game has really redeemed itself, and I think more people will be inclined to give it a chance, especially when the next update comes out. I think the thing about No Man's Sky, it's one of these games that when you start playing it, you can think, oh wow, there's not much to it, but it kind of draws you in. And to be honest, I actually find playing No Man's Sky quite therapeutic actually. This is my go-to game when I just want to chill out and do nothing, especially if I had a bad day. Play a couple of hours, do nothing particular because there's nothing directing you, there's no kind of mission log or you have to go and do something. I mean, you can just chill out, wander across the planet, do a bit of base building, which is what I've been doing in the last few days. I didn't really feel like actually getting out and doing an exploration or anything like that. I was just fiddling around with the base, doing bits and pieces, and you'd be surprised at how how relaxing it is, and two, how quickly the time goes. I mean, I had a session on the base, and all I was doing was quite literally shuffling plants around, doing the calculation for the fungal mould and all that. Before I knew it, 2 or 3 hours had gone by. So that's a Thamium over there. Now I've got those, haven't I? Oh no. Obviously there's 2 species of flying creature. Got 3 out of 8. Definitely got those now. I thought I'd scan those anyway. Doesn't seem to be much out this way, guys, so I think what I'm going to do is just going to toxic. Use that shielding shard up, I think. Get that out the way. I think just to finish this part off, we'll go in and cash in the mission, clear it off the... Okay, we've got some incoming weather. Incoming storm. See, again, this is something I'm looking forward to when I restart the campaign, because at the moment I've got so much shielding, I've got so much zinc, I've got a weather warning, and I can just say, well, so what? I can just keep doing what I'm doing. The weather isn't so important. But in the early game, I'd now be looking around to think, oh yeah, let's get this up here and just to demonstrate it, guys. I'd be looking to do this. Kind of get in, take cover for the storm, and again, I know some of you guys may think, oh, I don't like this idea, but I would really like it if they made some planets that, if you didn't really take fairly extreme survival conditions, there were some planets that extreme planets that could actually kill you. So the actual planet itself is ultra hostile. As I say, like a lava planet, so you need maximum thermal protection to deal with the high temperatures. But then if you had, like, say, an explosive eruption or a really heavy storm, the only way you're going to survive it is to take cover. I mean, that would be really cool. Like mega threat planets to really provide a challenge, I suppose is the correct way. I mean, do you guys like that idea, or you think I'm just being a bit weird? Yeah. Kind of. I'm trying to think of a film, which is the one got Vin Diesel in it. That's it. I can't remember the name. He goes to a prison planet, which is actually where the surface is over 1,000 degrees, and the only way the ship can land is by landing on the interface between hot and cold. I mean, how about a planet like that, guys? That that if you land at the wrong situation, you get fried. I mean, that would be an exciting planet to land on, wouldn't it? Something like that. The name is on the tip of my tongue, and I can't remember what it is. It's one of us. Riddick. That's it. Is it the Chronicles of Riddick or something? Yeah. Where he's fighting the necromancers, and so, but I mean, that type of scenario does attract me, and it would be fun. But anyway, let's just get into here, guys, and I wait. It's only a bounty ship. Nah, not even going to waste my time on that. Again, once bounty ships instill total fear. Again, there's another variation there, that maybe that once you get to a certain level or a certain system that's really hostile, the bounty ship or the ship that pirates that turn up are freighters or battle cruisers, so that you've got a really tough battle dealing with them, you know, not some small ships that you actually get attacked, you know, like a freighter zooms in. Or it would be really cool actually to be able to have a battle cruiser actually. You know, so again, that could be a choice, that you have either a freighter with lots and lots of carry capacity, or a battle cruiser with lots and lots of defences. I mean, anyway, I'm kind of straying into the long-term future of the game. Anyway, so right, we haven't killed any creatures. Oh, I suppose, yeah. My standing with the Explorers Guild has risen. Just have a quick look to see if that mission's been replaced. Look, browse mission. Locate missing person. Cryopump. Okay, there could be that could be the mission for the next part. Is we'll go and locate a missing person there, the chief. Because grabbing the cryopump could be quite useful for my thing. Anyway guys, I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode, hope you found it interesting. Say, feel free to not pass any comments, opinions, feelings, and I will see you next time.